What's up guys, welcome back to Hypixel Skyblock, and today we'll be mainly focusing on Skyblock XP and Skyblock XP only. I did say that the next few videos will be on the greenhouse update, but I realized that I recorded the clips for this video before the update actually came. So to stay organized, I decided to make this video first. If you like the type of content I make, please feel free to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to see when I upload next, and I'll see you in today's video. Starting off today's video strong, I decided to claim the 500,000 XP in my RNG meter for a looting 5 book. This is arguably the best T7 enchant in the game since it gives you a 75% increase in dropping an item from a monster, including RNG drops. Because my Daedalus Blade is the only weapon with Chimera, as well as being my main weapon for RNG drops, I decided to put it on my Daedalus Blade. And to go with that, I gave it an Ender Slayer 7, Critical 7, as well as an Execute 6. Finally, I gave it an Art of War for 5 extra strength. Continuing this trend, I used the Severe Pincer I got in the last episode to upgrade the Frail to 7, and a Golden Bounty and Ender Slayer 7 for my Hyperion. Before we begin our Skyblock XP journey, I crafted a Magma Bucket, which I upgraded to a Mithril Infusion. This is for my Inferno Minion tier 2 that I recently got a free will for. The first thing I wanted to do for XP was get Abiphone contacts. For this, I went over to Elizabeth and bought 10 contact trios for 65,000 bits, which gave me 30 more slots. Starting off with the easiest ones, I got Urania as well as Duncan, which were both free, but Duncan did take me a while to find the specific room he was in the catacombs. For Dust Contact, I just needed to kill a Runic Enderman, so that was very easy. Elizabeth just wanted her Abiphone Contact trio back, and Cat wanted a Cat Flower, very typical stuff. And for a group hand, I think you just need to complete his quest. Moving on, the Lumber Merchant wanted a Spruce Axe, Plumber Joe and Pablo were both free, and for Queen Miss Milla, she just wanted the Royal Pigeon. It's a pretty good contact because you don't have to carry around the pigeon anymore to do commissions. Speaking of convenient, Roddy only asked for 1 torn cloth, and in exchange, you are able to change your rod parts anywhere in the game. This also leveled me up to level 432. Some more free ones include Rusty, Siri, as well as Seuss. Honestly, the builder is probably one of the best contacts since it is very useful for building, such as farms on the garden, though it did take a builder's wand, which is 12,000 bits. On the other hand, Fan only reminds you when your pets are done at her pet care, but she asked for a Bat the Fish, which is a 2% drop from Bat Pinatas, and right now they're going for around 9 mil according to the wiki. Going back to the easy ones, Forge Foreman wanted a Foul Flesh, Crag wanted a Bezel Shard, and for Roland, you just need to beat him in a duel. Shifty is kinda complicated since he asked for a Red Thornleaf Tea as well as a Scarleton Premium. You can both get them by buying it from Ezekiel and Grog respectively using 50 Mushroom Spores and 50 Thorn Leaves. With that, I leveled up to 433. Speeding things up, for Tear the Fairy, you want to wear Fairy Armor, Walter Enchanted Sulfur Cube, Wool Weaver 512 Enchanted Wool, and for Zog, you need 5 max level pets in your menu, that's legendary. Going away from contacts for now, I did unlock the 9FTM Network Relay since I got Tia the Fairy's contact. This is a set of minigames where you have to rank the sounds by lowest pitch to the highest pitch. There's 4 sets of 4 sounds with a timer, so if you don't have good ears, this might take you a while, or you can just use mods. Which is exactly what I did. As you can see, it is so much easier and faster since it just tells you which one you should click. With that, I finished up all 9, each of them giving me 5 Skyblock XP, 45 in total. It also gave me 2 more contacts, which is pretty nice. Going back to contacts, for Jax, you need to complete target practice 4, and Queen Nyx, you just need a certain amount of reputation in the mage faction. Heading over to Galatia for a bit, I maxed out the Baga shard and the End shard by fishing, and also completed chapter 7 of the Heinous chapters. I just needed to use a chameleon shard, which I made a more thorn out of. This gave me 30 Skyblock XP and a ton of rewards. I was close to leveling up some of my boss collections, including Thorns 3, giving me a Spirit Shortbow, Bonzo 2, giving me a Bonzo Mask. In total, this gave me 30 Skyblock XP. I did also realize that I had most of the pets needed for leveling up my taming level. Starting off with the Epic Slug, I got level 436 right off the bat. And then I donated my Rift Ferret, Epic Bow, and then my Epic Giraffe that leveled me up to level 437. Moving on to the expensive ones, I donated my Baby Yeti, Rare Frost Wisp, which gave me level 438, and then my Legendary Black Cat, which is the most expensive one. In the end, I got Taming 57 and 280 XP. Back on Galatia, I used up 300,000 Forest Whispers to max out my Center of the Forest, which gave me a whopping 75 Skyblock XP. After that, I mined some red sand and crafted up to the T11 red sand minion, and upgraded both my mycelium and red sand minions to T12. In total, I got 81 XP if my math is correct. For the last few XP, I went over to the rift to craft the respiration artifact, which I claimed at the transfer chest. And finally, the time we've been waiting for, level 440. With this, I now have the red prefix next to my name, and to put it into perspective, I am now 968th out of all Ironmans in XP. It has been a very long journey, around 2 years at the time of this clip, and around 2,500 hours of playtime. That is not all, since I do have a little bit more clips to show you guys, including this one where I maxed out the Hidden Ring shard, which is one of the best ones since it gives 10 more accessory slots. Speaking of accessories, I upgraded my Tarantula Talisman to the ring using a digested mosquito and a stack of Tarantula Silk, giving me 6 more MP. One of the easiest ways to get XP is through the Essence shop, starting with Crimson Essence, which I maxed out. In total, I got around 190 XP, which gave me level 441. As you can see, I don't really have much Dragon Essence, so I was only able to buy 2 perks. Same goes with Spider Essence, which I only got 1. Though I did level up to 442. For Vincent's contact, I just needed to give him a moped, which wasn't very hard. After that, I went to the end and mined some obsidian, so I can craft some null avoids and upgrade my boiling minion to tier 9. And again, we're back at the fusion machine to fuse up sea serpents with shellwises to get the Naga shard. This is a legendary attribute that gives me a chance to charm mobs and get their attribute without actually hunting them. This is especially useful when grinding ghosts, which I started doing and was able to get enough sorrows for a helmet and quickly maxed it out. But the real reason why I'm actually grinding ghosts is because of this, the Anguish accessory line, which requires a ton of sorrows and plasma. My setup was pretty simple. G-Drag with Data's Blade and full Sorrow armor with the Rift necklace and David's cloak, so I could maximize my magic find while giving me enough damage to one-shot these ghosts. A few more hours later, I crafted the English ring and realized that I was one upgrade away from maxing out the gold essence shop, which I successfully purchased. As you can see, I'm done with 4 essence shops now. Honestly, the English artifact took me much longer than I expected, around 3 hours of straight ghost grinding, but it does pay off since it gives you 3.5 magic find with an enrichment and is a legendary artifact. Last but not least, I got Geo's Contact, which costed 5 different flawless gemstones, making it probably the most expensive contact I got in this video. Unfortunately, this is going to be the end of the episode. I am truly sorry to all those farmers who were excited for another farming video, but trust me, this time the next one is definitely going to be a farming related video, specifically the greenhouse update. If you like the type of content I make, please feel free to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to see when I upload next, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.